Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? It is your boy, Rich with Plus FX. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday. Today is August 25th, 2020, and I'm going to be doing a quick breakdown on an entry that I took um, sometime, I think it was close to the Open of London last night. Typically, a session that I don't trade. I typically like trading the more of like the crossover where New York begins to wake up. It's just this week. I don't know why, but it's just been my clock has been off for whatever reason, and hopefully tomorrow I really can get the video posted in the morning as planned. Um, just trying to get back in that groove. But anyways, we actually caught along um, yesterday, and let me show you guys how it kind of played out. Entry was here, actually, let me just move this real quick. Entry was 18143, and we got out at a nice little 20 pip move. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. Good, solid projection. Yep. So a good 20 pip walk on the chart. That was pretty nice. Wasn't too stressful. That was probably at some point around here. It's 10 in the morning. And we closed the trade out around this time frame. Yeah, so the entry was literally right here. Let me get into the reasons as to why. So this is our long, and we basically close out right here, and our stops are right here. 17953, 17953. All right. 5-3. Okay. So RTP was it's 1844. Okay, so I know that all in all, I ended up moving my stop along the way, and that was more so because of the fact that you really want to avoid sleeping on a trade, but if you want to let it run, make sure sometimes you give it enough cushion. So that might fluctuate with your risk to reward. But what I did know from the market, just coming in from the overall time frame, we see this level of support right here, this H4 support, and it became resistance in this case. I mean, when I'm talking about support, I'm talking about this area right here. So as you guys can see in this zone, that's where the market acted as support right here. And then basically right now it's acting as resistance and already 2 points within the market. We already kind of got that on the higher time frame right there and also right here. And you can see the wicks for the exhaustion. So these typically are signs that the market is going to continue to go down. I actually have a current trade right now to the downside. I'll show that in just 1 second, but I'm just doing the breakdown of the past trade from yesterday. So reasons for the trade. Well, even though we knew, right, that overall we were making, we came from a higher high, then to a low, then to a lower high, then to a lower low, knowing that the market structure was bearish. The market pulled back, and we saw this zone right here where market acted as previous resistance, and over here acted as support at exactly this point. So right at that point right there, that's really where market structure gave us reason to possibly take it for a long. And not just that, the market kind of broke a little bit over the trend line as well. So that could also be an indication of transition. But as we're seeing right now, the market is still continuing to respect that same level of resistance. So the way I based this trade off was actually out of the lower time frame structure. So when that happens, you got to keep a few things in mind. For example, having that stop really big is not the best idea, especially for counter trending, which is basically what we did. We were buying in a seller's market. You don't want to keep that trading up for too long, and you don't want to create a big expectation as far as like a pip count that you want to get. You want to keep your pip count pretty short, and it's still okay to take a setup off of the lower time frame. Just always remember that it could be a lot more noisy and it could be a lot more dicey, but I was able to execute that, and really the reason as to why the execution came down is the market came up over here out of this double bottom. It came up to the same point of resistance right here. Market shot back down. As it shot back down, I believe I had measured the SPIB from a 30-minute just for the sake of entry. And our entry, this point right here, which is basically we entered on this line right here. As soon as I saw this and I kind of zoomed out and I took note of where we were with the zone on the higher time frame, where market acted as previous resistance, acting as support in that specific point, I took that and basically seeing the bullish pressure starting to come into the market really gave me the confirmation I was looking for to basically jump in and take the buy. So, and we kept it pretty conservative, which is good. It's really what we want to see in these momentums like this versus what I'm kind of going to show you guys right now. I'm going to flip it up a little bit. So that was the entry yesterday, pretty good. And then right now, currently running with the continuous market structure. As we can see, market over here at this low, over here we're seeing basically the same area being retested for the second time. So why is it that the bulls are not being able to maintain and break through it? You know, that's a big question. And not just that. Well, have we formed already our lower high? And if this is the lower high, we are expecting a lower low, in other words. So the market anticipation here is really to the downside. There's only one thing, though, that is still something that could change this at this point, is when we have the crossovers of the EMA, even though that's delayed, it's still a sign, but also the fact that the market is breaking through this trend line, so it's starting to flatten out. Will the market get below it again? It could. It's really going to depend on how the market's going to react. But this trade in particular is based off of the 4-hour setup, and basically we're also measuring right here as far as where we are, and we're at a pretty good retrace level right now, and we have enough market structure, I believe, confirmation, and not just that, price action as well, to give us the continuation to the downside that we were looking for already all week. So this could be this big week, and not just that, it's Tuesday. So typically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's when the big trading movements start to come in, because market is flowing. We're already out of the Sunday bullshit. We're already out of the Monday bullshit. So we're really in midweek, and that's where you want to look for the bigger setups. So yeah, that's where we are currently on the 8-hour. We still have our red EMA over, so movement still bearish. Still respecting this weekly resistance. Dailies, again, it's looking more like a double top from a daily perspective, and on the 1 hour, we're getting a lot of rejection. We got rejection right here, rejection right here, right here, right here. So it's looking pretty good. It might be worth to stay up and see how this actually pans out. I could do that depending on how it pans out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Please make sure to drop a like, subscribe. If you know anyone that speaks Portuguese, please let them know, and I'll be making videos in Portuguese as well at some point. But I want to make sure I can build an audience for it, and I'm not just doing it just because, and just adding the value to you guys. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.